Hello everybody, can everybody hear me and see me? I was looking through some old documents and I came across one that I hadn't actually seen before, and as fate would have it, it was actually my father Leonard's father, Julian Reitstein's speech that he hand wrote, and the actual speech that he made at Mom and Dad's wedding 60 years ago. Here it is, very flimsy. Yeah. So it had been put away and kept for 60 years. I think I can truly say that Leonard and Ruth are a worthy couple who are well suited to one another and will make of their marriage the happiest undertakings of their lives. We, the parents, have lived for this day, with all a parent's hope and wish for happy fulfillment. We ourselves will relive our youthful years in the knowledge that our children have put their foot on the first rung of the ladder of happiness. May they reach the heights of all their desires. This will also be our reward. Isn't that beautiful? Hi everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce our Master of Ceremonies for this afternoon, my nephew Ethan.
Hi everyone, and welcome to my grandparents' diamond wedding anniversary celebration. I'm Ethan, Michelle and Ari's oldest son, and I'm the Master of Ceremonies. Leonard and Ruth's grandchildren are going to be making speeches in their honor today. So our first speaker is their oldest grandchild, Dean, who has come all the way from Sydney and is the son of Jill and Eli.
Just on cue, Zoe has just woken up.
To hear you, that's why she woke up.
Everyone wants to see her, so. So now that everyone is suitably distracted, I can do my speech. Friends and family, it is such a special privilege to be here in Cape Town for this amazing Simcha, a celebration of the love and life of my grandparents, Ruth and Leonard Reitstein, in honour of their 60th wedding anniversary. We have come from as close as across the mountain and as far as Sydney and New York to be here today, to show our love and appreciation, our happiness and admiration for Granny and Grandpa. This is the first time in almost 3 years that my immediate family have been together. The first time since my grandfather's 80th that my grandparents have had all 5 of their grandchildren together, and the first time that great-grandchildren and great-grandchildren-to-be have been on the scene. Please God, may we all have more simchas together in the future, where all their descendants can be together. Granny and Grandpa have had a combined total of 120 years of marriage together. A remarkable achievement and an inspiration to their children and grandchildren. Amazingly, if you add the ages of all of their grandchildren and great-grandchildren, so that's me, Neil, Jay, Ethan, Carl, Beatrix, and Zoe, you get exactly 120 years. Demonstrating mathematically the value of their long, successful relationship. It's rare that the Talmud doesn't have something to say on a particular subject, but a 60th wedding anniversary is such a rare, special occasion that there is very little on the subject in literature in general, let alone the Jewish texts. We learn from Pirkei Avot that Ben Hey would say, according to the pain is the gain. Life is filled with both happiness and sadness, but you have ensured that every happiness is magnified and every pain is made a gain. Ben Hey also relates what a person should study at each age. At 30 for strength, 40 for understanding, 50 for counsel, and 60 for sagacity. Sagacity. You wanted me to use a lot of verbiage. So. From this, I think we can infer that through 60 years of marriage, Granny and Grandpa must have achieved a great degree of sagacity. For those non-wordsmiths out there, sagacity does not refer to the quality of sagginess, but rather the qualities of a sage. It implies deep wisdom and understanding, and in particular, it refers to the ability to understand inequalities and relationships. The strength and longevity of Granny and Grandpa's relationship is a testament to their understanding and mutual respect of one another. They complement each other, and their sum is so much greater than their individual parts. Gran, you are warm, vibrant, and always so excited and enthusiastic. Your incredible artistic flair, embodied in your beautiful floral arrangements, is well known, and I'm sure my radiological visual acuity and attention to detail are thanks to you. I love your sense of humour, your winks and smiles, and we love our Skype conversations, especially Zoe, and I know that her infectious smile and stunning blue eyes are inherited from you.
Thank you.
Grandpa, you have taught me so much about the world, history, religion, and philosophy. I have inherited your love of language, literature, and crosswords, and I'm sure Zoe will as well. I love our debates and the little factoids and conundrums that litter every conversation. You have contributed so much to South African chess, the Cape Town Jewish community, and to your family, and you are an inspiration to all of us. Together for your 70 years, Grandpa likes to count things in score. Together for your 70 years, you have both set an incredible example to your grandkids. Thank you for all of your love and support, and for making yourself such an important part of our lives despite the distance at which we live. Your presence is always felt strongly, and we look forward to every occasion that we spend together. My wonderful first memories of you, Granny and Grandpa, are holidaying with you at your home in Newlands. The home was named Endymion after one of Grandpa's favourite poems, and I'd like to conclude with a short quote from the first stanza. The stanza, incidentally, because I can't read the whole thing, is filled with floral imagery, which I'm sure Grandpa must have used 60 years ago to swoon his bride-to-be. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness, but still will keep a boa quiet for us and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Granny and Grandpa, you have been blessed by a marriage that has not only increased in loveliness and lovingness over the years, but has spawned so much beauty and so much happiness in all of us. We wish you many more years to come, and an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring unto us from the heavens' brink.
Thank you, Dean. That was wonderful. Next up is Jay, Anthony's daughter.
I don't like speaking at the best of times, and especially not after Dean, but anyway. Good afternoon to everyone here. For celebrating a 60th anniversary, it is remarkable to have so many friends and family around. You are all part of what makes up the life of Leonard and Ruth, so thank you very much for being here. As Ethan mentioned, I am Jay, the granddaughter from Joburg, and it gives me great pleasure to wish my granny and grandpa a very happy 60th anniversary. I married my husband Justin 2.5 years ago, and there were a lot of wishes, and a lot of the wishes we got were to grow old together, or wishing us a lifetime of blessings. It's quite hard to imagine what this wish actually means, but right in front of me, I'm fortunate enough to see the living example. And there's no better wish than that. The opportunity to have a lifetime together. And this truly is a blessing, as well as a lot of hard work, I'm sure. To think how much these 60 years are, it's 720 months, 21,900 days. It's 3 children, 5 grandchildren, 2.5 great-grandchildren. It is milestones of bar and bat mitzvahs, weddings, spur birthdays, countless holidays and memories, laughs and cries, kisses and arguments, and it's thousands of cups of tea and bowls of granny soup. I've always felt such a consistent harmony with the two of you. Gran, you have established your creative, non-stop energy and the endless love for your kids and grandkids. And Grandpa, you have matched this with your intellectual inputs and guidance. And this harmony is expressed in your home with Granny's flowers all over the show and Grandpa's chess game and crosswords open on the dining room table, as well as some cricket on. And I treasure this memory and the consistency of you as my grandparents. I've learned so much from the two of you, not only individually, but especially as a couple. You always talk to each other with respect and love, and you've stuck by each other's sides unconditionally through the toughest times in early and most recent moments. You are dedicated to each other and in building a solid family. I love how Grandpa calls Granny doll and how you can feel so much honest, true love that you have for one another. A love that can only exist through a lot of patience and time. 10 years ago, I was lucky to celebrate 50 years with you, and today we are beyond blessed to be celebrating 60 years together. It's been a tough last few months, and today comes with an enhanced sense of gratitude. Granny and Grandpa, thank you for always making me feel so loved and at home here. And thank you for being such a positive influence in my life. I really love you both so much, and I pray that we'll be celebrating many more happy, healthy milestones together.
Thank you for those lovely words, Jay. My brother Kyle will now say a few words.
Good afternoon, Grandpa, Leonard, Granny, Ruth, family and friends. My name is Kyle and I'm Michelle and Ari's younger son. I've recently done an autobiography for my grade 5 school project, and this is what I wrote about my very special grandparents. My Granny Ruth and Grandpa Leonard are so kind and loving. They are both in their mid-80s and are very young and are very young-hearted 80-year-olds, especially my Granny Ruth. She is a florist and still cuts all her own greenery from beautiful gardens in Cape Town. She's always looking for the perfect tree to cut from. My grandpa is a professional chess master and has written many books about chess. Last week, I challenged him to a game of chess and still got beaten by him. He'll never lose his touch. My granny and grandpa are never rude to each other and love each other very much. I'm so lucky to have them in my life and hope for many more years to come. Congratulations on your diamond wedding anniversary. I will love you forever.
Thanks, Kyle. And last but not least is Neil, who's come from New York and is the younger son of Jill and Eli.
Thank you. I've written a sentimental speech for us all. Here goes. Ruth and Leonard, who are we? Who are we and why are we here? There are, of course, 3 children here and 5 grandchildren here. And by our count, there are 1.5 of the 2.5 great-grandchildren here, which is about 60%. It's more than a pass rate. I'm sorry for bringing the score down. And there are some 70 to 80 odd more people who know and love you and whom you have known and you have loved. We all count ourselves lucky, forever fortunate to be part of your legacy. But who are we? Who are we all, and why are we all here? I'm reminded of a saying which I heard recently, of which I'm sure that there are several different versions around, that there are six people in every relationship. There is who you think you are. There is who your partner thinks you are. And there is who you think your partner thinks you are. And then again, the other way around. In our minds, we build up models of other people's minds. We learn how they act. We learn how they think. We learn to predict what they will say and how they will feel. And the more that we know someone and love someone, the more intricate and predictive our models of them become, until the point where, with all the backwards and forwardsing of predicting and acting and predicting again, our minds couple, so that each word and each smile ripples and resonates from mind to mind. So who are we? Well, there is Len and there is Ruth. And Len loves Ruth, and Ruth loves Len, as they have for more than 60 years now. So much so that inside Len there is a Ruth as well, whom he loves, and loves him, and is every much as warm, honest, and unconditional as the physical Ruth beside him. And inside Ruth there is a Len whom she loves, and loves her, and is every much as warm, honest, and unconditional as the physical Len beside her. In 60 years, the Ruth in Len and the Len in Ruth have become just as real and just as beautiful and just as wise and admirable as the Ruth and Len we all see. Well, who are we all? In all of us are the people we love. We have learned how they act. We have learned how they think. We have learned to predict what they will say and how they will feel. And they have built a model of us too, inside their own minds, of our actions, of our thoughts, of our words and our feelings. And when we have learned to love someone and trust them, and to trust that they trust us, and they do for us too, then our lives will be as filled with joy as the lives of Len and Ruth Reitstein. Will you please all, if you can, stand? And if you have a teacup, please raise it so that we can all have a toast to Len and Ruth Reitstein.
Mazel tov to Leonard and Ruth. Thank you, everybody, and thank you to our Master of Ceremonies and to the wonderful grandchildren. We have a video to show now. I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. We had such fun putting it together. If you'd like to see it again, it's actually already on YouTube. Don't worry. And we can send you the address. We've got most of your emails, so especially the parts with the friends, because we try to include everybody. You might want to see that bit again. There's wedding cake, so please come and help yourselves. We hope you've had a wonderful afternoon. We've really enjoyed having you all share this very special and wonderful simcha with us. Thank you.